In the heart of the sun-drenched Serengeti, where the morning light spreads over the withered grass with an illusion of peace, violent struggles never end. There are no heroes and no villains, only sharp teeth, the metallic scent of blood, the cries of animals drifting through the early mist, and one decision: survival. The Serengeti is a battlefield of life and death. Dawn breaks as the first rays pierce the horizon, casting a golden glow across the grasslands. And for a moment the landscape seems frozen in timeless stillness, breathtakingly beautiful. It feels like peace, though here peace is only a fragile shell. Beneath the soft breeze, stirring the chest-high grass, faint movements emerge, dark figures, low to the ground with tense necks and alert ears. No roars, no frantic running, just silent shapes gliding through the grass like ghosts. They are spotted hyenas. They do not wait for darkness to hunt, nor do they need the cheetah's speed or the lion's strength. They are the essence of patience and cold resolve. Their eyes gleam gold in the morning sun, not from the light but from the scent of meat. The wind carries with it the smell of dust, decay, and the most chilling of all, old blood, guiding their path. Ahead, a herd of Senegal antelopes drifts between two acacia bushes, their reddish-brown coats shining in the sunlight, ears flicking like living antennas, scanning the world with vigilance, yet unaware that they are being watched. In the tall grass, a faint movement slices through the air. No shadows, no sound, only eyes. Heat presses down in waves. That was the reward, but keeping it was the real victory. The earth beneath them split and flaked like charred animal skin, and the air reeked of dust and dried feces. The rains had not yet come, and the grasslands were withering in silence. Days later, the food was gone. No more rotting carcasses, no scent of fresh blood. The wind carried only hollow cries and empty stares. The hyena pack had scattered, worn thin by exhaustion, suspicion, and the threat they now posed to each other. Hunger was no longer a sensation but a condition woven into their eyes. Their breath, their limping gait that betrayed the erosion of their resolve. Heads that once hung low began to lift, studying one another with sharp intent. The line between ally and enemy dissolved. Without warning, without growls, without order, they struck first at one, then at all, and for the sake of survival. The rest did not hold back. They joined in. Was this helpful so far? There is no pack now, only the instinct to survive. Fur is torn from skin, flesh ripped apart. One falls, its belly split open, intestines spilling onto the earth. Yet even in its death throes, it clamps its jaws on the leg of its killer. Final bite, driven not by hatred, but by hunger. The hyenas, once bound by blood, discipline, and cooperation, are shattered. The old rules are gone. All that remains are bone, teeth, and a raw, screaming will to live. As the sun sinks behind the red horizon, only torn bodies remain, and a few survivors drag themselves into the darkness, their mouths still smeared with the blood of their own kind. In the Serengeti, where each dawn delivers nature's verdict, that is all it takes. Across the sun-scorched grasslands, heat shimmers upward in violent waves, the ground cracking under the weight of the blazing white light. The air is still, not a branch stirs, and nothing shields the land from the punishing sky. At the edge of the lone tree in sight, a figure emerges, unhurried and unhidden. It is a mature lioness, a vital member of the pride that rules this territory. Her coat, pale gold, blends seamlessly with the parched grass, allowing her to vanish when she chooses. Her frame is long and powerful, muscles and tendons visible beneath sun-hardened skin. Her thick shoulders and hips built for the work she was born to do. Unlike males, lionesses are designed for speed, endurance, and coordination. They are the pride's true hunters, and an adult female can weigh between 120 and 180 kilograms, living roughly 10 to 14 years in the wild. However, longevity does not guarantee power, as a lioness's status depends on her role within the pride. Female lions are not only hunters, they are the core of the social order, raising cubs, teaching survival skills, and passing on knowledge of territory to the next generation. Lion prides are among the few big cat groups that live socially, typically consisting of 2 to 3 males, 6 to 12 females, and their cubs. Each female is related by blood sisters, mothers, aunts, or cousins, forming a tightly knit system that cooperates in raising young and hunting together. Breeding has no fixed season. When a lioness Enters estrus, lasting 4 to 8 days. She actively seeks males in the pride. Unlike the violence of the hunt, mating is frequent and persistent, with pairs coupling up to 40 times a day. Each brief encounter lasting only seconds but repeated to ensure conception and prevent males from wandering to other females. After successful mating, gestation lasts about 110 days. Near birth, the lioness leaves the pride to find a secluded bush or rocky shelter to deliver her cubs. Typically 1 to 4 are born, weighing about 2 kilograms and marked with leopard-like spots that fade as they grow. For weeks, the cubs are entirely dependent, unable to walk or eat anything but milk, and their mother keeps them hidden to protect them from predators and even other lions. Beneath the blazing Serengeti sun, the pride lingers, heat intensifying as shadows of danger move silently through the grass. At the forefront, a mature lioness advances with poised steps, her gaze locked on a distant herd of wildebeest gathering. Under sparse cover, she is neither burdened by new motherhood nor distracted by its demands. She is a hunter. Her belly was lean, her coat sun-bleached and even in color, showing no signs of nursing or estrus. She carried the composure of one accustomed to distance, to the wind, to waiting, and to decisive action. Her seasoned eyes reflected years of dry seasons, failed hunts, and bloody battles for territory. The midday wind seemed to hold its breath, and across the vast plain the ground shimmered with heat, the grass curling as if roasted, even the hum of insects fading into a dense silence that usually precedes a fatal strike. Within the scorched, yellow grass, nothing was truly still. A formation of lionesses crawled low, pressing themselves close to the earth. They moved without urgency, leaving no trace, each step a calculation of distance, wind, and the rhythm of their prey. At the center, the oldest lioness led. She was not the strongest, but the most experienced, her judgment honed to perfection, her gaze locked onto a single wildebeest at the edge of a shallow depression, a young male wandering dangerously far from the herd. The grasslands appeared dormant, yet the hunt had already begun. The wildebeest was strong but inexperienced, its gait awkward, its head held higher than the rest, breaking the herd's rhythm. Perhaps it was its first migration, and it had not learned the discipline that keeps the group alive. Unaware that the space between itself and its kin was a death sentence. Wildebeests are not slow. They can reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, but speed alone is not enough. Reflexes, awareness, and knowledge of the land decide the outcome, and the young wildebeest had none of these. From the low grass, the lionesses fanned out, one holding position ahead, another circling from the left, a third slipping behind. The plan was precise, unfolding in perfect silence, broken only by the muffled crunch of hooves on brittle grass. Like the soft notes of a deadly symphony, the wildebeest suddenly sensed the shift. Its ears flicked, its nose trembled, and it turned its head just as the lioness in front lunged forward like a golden blur, kicking up waves of dust. The wildebeest bolted, but its flight carried it straight into the trap where the others waited. The dust had not yet settled, the grass not yet sprung back upright, and in the distance the herd kept running, none daring to look back. Instinct told them only one truth: keep running and you live. Around the fallen prey, the lionesses gathered without roar or struggle, their heads bowed not in reverence but in recognition that this kill was earned by flawless cooperation. In the blazing Serengeti sun, where there is no space for innocence, every moment is an unannounced test. Those who pass life, those unprepared, become part of the chain of life, bound by claws and teeth. The midday heat presses down like a motionless curtain of fire, the dry grass swaying faintly in the breeze, unable to soften the tension left by the hunt. In the distance, the wildebeest herd marches on, never stopping, never looking back. The death of one is absorbed and forgotten, because here life does not pause to mourn. On the blood-stained earth, the lions feed. There are no roars, no silent consumption, order shaped by instinct and reinforced by roles etched over generations. It is neither cruelty nor triumph, but simply another link in nature's closed cycle. When the meal ends, they rise, shake the dust from their fur, and disappear into the burning light. They do not look back. They do not need to. The cycle continues with or without them, and for today, they have survived to carry their species forward. They play their part in the intricate and unforgiving web of the wild. As the sun sinks toward the horizon, their shadows stretch long across the grasslands, not just the silhouettes of hunters, but living emblems of strength, coordination, and an ancient order that has endured since the plains first echoed with the calls of elephants and bore the fading footprints of dinosaurs.